How long is it? 23 minutes left.
Okay. Are we live?
No.
No. Why?
Does it say that you're live?
It says.
Yeah, when we are live, it's just delayed on YouTube.
Maybe.
Oh.
It takes a while until it actually starts on
Maybe. Deine
YouTube.
Veranstaltung beginnt. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Started.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Do the introduction.
What can you hear? Why is there echo like
No.
in the background?
Well, I just had myself. Okay then. Well,
Hey,
we
lads.
should. Okay, we should introduce ourselves. Okay.
Go.
Red, do you want?
You start.
Okay, then hello everyone. As you might see, this is like
Imperial.
Star. Yes, Chris. What?
Wouldn't be a smart idea to put the topics in the description so people understand, you know.
Yes, I will, probably.
Don't you let the man speak, for fuck's sake. People are watching.
Yes.
I know that, like, yeah, whatever, to continue.
Okay, then this will be like a revival of all political live streams Chris and Red did months before, but this time with additional members, me and Pontic Mapping. Pontic Mapping, maybe some of you know him, but yes, we...
No.
Yes, well,
Nobody knows
Those who watch Chris.
well,
I'm
whatever, we have
undercover.
now...
I mean, if you're watching my live stream, they know who he is, but, you know.
Well, whatever. Now we I will close it quickly. Whatever. Now we we are going to revive this whole thing again. And
You know that one of your mods are literally just promoting themselves right now.
did he? Oh my God! Whatever. Just
Okay, I reported him.
Alright, Slavic
Perfect.
must die. Slavic,
Whatever.
kill yourself now.
Well, whatever. We are going to discuss different topics in this. I think as the traditional thing of political live streams were, we are taking recent political topics and we are going to discuss them. And this time we have French elections, the Turkish referendum, and yes, depending on how much time we have, we will also ask if you have political questions for us. And well, maybe
Guys.
yes.
Guys, there's an Ottoman in here.
Yeah, the Ottoman, the Turkish. Well,
Oh, is he?
we did say that Imperial has Turkish viewers, you know, like 10%, I don't know.
Yes, yes.
I don't care.
Well, it's okay,
good.
and we are
Okay,
going
good.
to maybe discuss, depending on how much time we can have, the Scottish and Kurdish independence, if it's going to happen, and what results it would have. So I think we wanted to start with Turkish referendum.
Wait, are we gonna introduce ourselves and kind of like saying our ideologies and shit?
Yes, I think who had read about the referendum? Pontic,
I
you
read
did?
about it.
Okay, just summarize what it says, because maybe some of the
Well-
viewers don't know.
Quite simply, it will make the current president, our beloved Sultan Erdogan, much more
Oh
powerful.
god damn it, not so biased, please.
No,
Yeah,
I love the man. He hates Europe. I love him.
There are like 18 different articles or proposals or whatever.
So the thing is, some of the basic ones are that it raises the term limit from 4 years to 5 years per term. The seats in parliament are raised from 550 to 600,
Yeah, that's just that.
and it gives pretty much says it gives more power, direct power to the president, and you can run for president from the age of 18 instead of 25. Those are some of the basic ones.
I still haven't found the one that says that he gets more power.
Where was it?
What article is it?
Wait, I need to find. Isn't this? Where was it? President. Pass of
I didn't know they held referendums in Turkey.
Neither did I. Neither did I.
I knew that this referendum is going to be on 16th April because
It also removes the part of the minister president, or however it's called in English.
yes, I remember that one. Well, basically, I think summarized you can say it gives the president much more power, and well,
Yes.
yes, that's a basic summary of it. And
It abolishes the prime minister,
okay,
and also the council of ministers, or I believe.
Where was that article that I was referring to?
yes, I know we have pretty hard accents. We are all from Europe, but we are none of us is from England or any other English-speaking country.
It says here the president.
Several articles, adaptation of several articles of the constitution with other changes, mainly transferring executive powers to the cabinet of the president.
But what article is this?
It's numbered 16, but it says that it is part of several articles.
Okay, well I can't see it then, but whatever.
Well, you might have heard this. Someone wrote it in the chat. Yes, I think it's true because all the recent problems Erdogan and Turkey had with Europe in the last days. You maybe heard of the Dutch things and the German things.
Wait, guys, let's address this. We are talking about the Turkish referendum. The chat is having a fight about whether communism works or not.
Yeah, this happens
That's not
every.
the question. Communism does not work.
That's like standard discussion in any political live stream. Communism versus fascism, or if communism doesn't work or whatever.
Okay, Imperial, just because you haven't put it on in the description, I'm just gonna put it in the chat so people can see.
Yes, I will just copy it and put it in.
Wait, who the fuck is Graxum?
Graxum is, by the way, the official nation of Irradiate. You don't know Irradiate, so you can't know Graxum.
I don't know who he is, but anyway, yeah, he's Greek.
Yeah, I noticed. He's speaking Greek.
Well,
So anyways,
back to the live stream. Back to the live stream. Enough. Back to Turkish referendum.
yes.
Any thoughts on it, guys?
I mean, I think we all can agree that we want a no to happen, at least.
what? We have to discuss it a little bit and closer. Like the one thing that enlonges the term lengths, I would support, but all the rest of it, because I wouldn't support, because there also is like with the three powers of government, or however they are called in English, the executive, the legislative, and all that. They are getting bound together with this referendum. That's what my impression is, or like some of them. And because that basically means that the democracy would be tear down, or be far more limited, I wouldn't support it.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't know what I prefer on this. Of course, if it passes, it would be bad. So that would mean a no, but then I always love seeing my enemies tear themselves apart. It's just politics. That's how it works.
Someone in the chat mentioned something about if Erdogan votes are not enough, he may start a fight. Well, I think one can call it like he doesn't accept the referendum and he will do it, and therefore people will rise up against it, and it could develop into a civil war-like situation. Do you think this would happen? Do you think Erdogan would not accept the referendum result if it goes against him?
He also could technically probably fake it or something.
Oh, what is he saying?
What?
Well, Greece invaded our islands.
It says that we invade. Ah!
Oh god, no! Oh god, no! It's happening! It's happening!
No.
Ponte,
This
call
is-
yourself back, please.
It's just a stupid viewer.
This is plain stupidity. I'm angry because he's stupid, not because he says stupid.
Isn't India a bit biased now?
Just
No,
don't.
it's not because
Just
he's
ignore
saying.
him.
I mean, I don't know what happened with all the islands, but no.
The thing about the Greek islands is that Erdogan, recently
Erdogan
Erdogan
wants
claims
the
it.
There was a map published on Turkish media that showed Turkey with having northern parts of Syria and also some Greek islands.
All of the Western Aegean and Thrace.
I mean, I said the one with northern Syria is not completely untrue. I mean, it's not controlled by Turkey, but it's controlled by rebels funded by Turkey.
Well, but it also showed southern Bulgaria, parts of Greek, Macedonian regions, and
maybe that's part that he wants to. Maybe that's part that he wants to invade in the future or something
Turkish
like that.
Iranists.
The idea is that because there is quite a large minority of Muslims living in Thrace, Mr. Erdogan here considers a valid reason to want to annex that part of Greece.
Is there a minority living there?
We are pretty much 50-50.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But
you see,
I'm interested
Thrace is this place that you can see Greeks and Turks living together in peace. It's very nice. And this fuck wants to come over, indoctrinize the Turks, and fuck everything up.
Well, you can see similarities in Germany because the Turks here are sometimes very pro-Erdogan and they protest for it.
Right, but
okay,
what I kind of don't understand, because the majority that are Turks in Germany actually are Kurds.
Well,
why would a Kurd support Erdogan?
I took that in mind. I separated Turks and Kurds there because well, it would be a bit ridiculous to call them the same ideology. It would be like calling Poles in the 18th century Germans, Russians, or Austrians, because they obviously were not one of those three.
Guys, stop. Not you guys. The guys on the chat. I see Greeks fighting over the islands.
Actually, to be honest, I think this chat is going good compared to like.
Look, at least they are talking about the subject.
Yeah.
Imperial probably has a more mature audience.
No, at least they're talking about politics. I remember, like, when Rat did it, they were like, "I declare war on you."
Yeah.
So
right.
yeah.
Don't remind them.
Oh fuck! I know. What did I do? What did I do?
Yes, good. Okay.
Okay, well, didn't it basically? Well, I think you said that merge with free powers, political powers.
It would merge, but I don't know. Wasn't it like that he's allowed to like elect certain parts of the Congress or something?
Yeah, it said that he can elect the vice president. No, he can choose a vice. He can appoint one or more vice presidents.
This reminds me heavily of the imperial German system back then, where the emperor just say, "Yes, you do the job. Help me out there."
It says here in Article 106, the president can appoint one or more vice presidents.
106?
Yeah, Article 106.
Just elect them, nothing more.
Article 119, the president's ability to declare state of emergency is now subject to parliamentary approval to take effect. The parliament can extend, remove, or shorten it. States of emergency can be extended up to 4 months at a time except during war, where no such limitation will be required. Every presidential decree issues during the state of emergency will need approval of the parliament.
Well, that's good. Like, that means that he loses more power on it, that the parliament must, accept it.
Depends who controls the parliament.
Yeah.
That is true.
Ottoman mapping, how long will you think the live stream will be? I doubt it will be longer than 2 hours maximum.
Yeah, let's put it 2 hours maximum.
Yes. But, well, what do you think would be a result of either winning or losing the referendum, like for Erdogan? What do you think would happen?
I think if it becomes a no, it will pretty much show the people that Erdogan is not really, all that mighty powerful. He can do whatever he wants. But if he gets a yes, then pretty much Erdogan will have much more power than he had before.
I think that he's also trying to get a bit on the good side of the European Union.
Oh, Liechtenstein Mapper finds your accent calming, chilling, whatever.
By the way,
what does chilling mean?
Imperial.
Yes?
Like, if newcomers want to know what we're talking about, again, you should put the topics in the description. I know I'm literally nagging about this by now, but I want, that we don't lose any viewers.
Could you send him into Discord chat? I will just move them in there.
They are in the Discord chat.
Okay, then.
Wait.
Let me look.
Guys, the people are fighting about Jews now.
What the fuck did you send there? Whatever.
It's still political.
Licht started it.
What did he do?
Why is he even?
Jews are the problems of the world. They funded wars. Okay.
Oh god damn
Like,
it, Liechtenstein.
that
Why
mo-
did I
that
make you mod
moment-
anyways?
hey,
But
Guys, that moment when the Greeks and the Turks agree that the Canadian nationalist is an idiot.
Oh my god! Great. Now they can see that being the communism in the chat.
3 Ks a day keeps the minorities away.
Oh my god, no.
okay then.
Okay.
There you go. You did it.
Was it with that topic?
Oh, look, someone's from Italy. Oh, yay, an Italian.
Elena, that's an awfully Greek name of her.
Yeah, that's not really Italian, to be honest.
No, that's pretty Greek.
Yeah, I never met an Italian called Helena.
Helena,
Actually, my Swedish teacher's called Helena, so you know, it's kind of a bit weird. Guys, spamming period. Do not spam. No.
Guys,
I officially like Panic now. Liechtenstein, you don't know him. Don't. You cannot prejudge.
Liechtenstein,
Hey,
Liechtenstein. If
you are
you
ruining
knew
my image, dudes. I have a friend now.
Liechtenstein, if you knew his political opinion, you wouldn't.
Hey, I'm pretty fucking moderate, alright? I'm
Oh,
open to new ideas all the time.
Isn't socialist.
You want an absolute monarchy? Oh, really moderate of you, I must say.
You must,
No,
you
no,
must
no,
realize Liechtenstein.
constitutional monarchy, not absolute, you moron.
You must see-
Why were you like that? Like, the constitutional monarchy doesn't really do anything for the king.
You must
He's
see.
supposed to be a symbol, not a political power. That's the symbol.
What's the point of a king if it doesn't do anything?
Hey,
You know, in a constitutional monarchy,
Don't call it Izmir.
It's like it's like in Sweden and the UK. Why are you? Well, I guess in the UK it's more symbolized, but not really in Sweden. Why do you even have a king? Or sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget if you have a king.
Pontic, you have to realize that Liechtenstein is a socialist, no, even communist.
Alright, I don't hate socialists.
The problem is that communists sees everything. Whatever. So we should move on with the topic, please, because it's going.
Oh, what did he do? What did he do now? Let's wait. Hold on. Shall I spam kill
please
now?
remove Slavic from my
Yeah, you should do it.
I say if he spams me, I will just block him. From
Are you sure
this
about
feed. Oh,
sure
no,
about
I would just remove his moderator status, so he shouldn't do it. Okay, well, where were we?
So we talked
finished
about
the
the
topic,
Turkish-
French election.
No, we
time.
didn't, Brett. We wanted to talk about the results of the we didn't talk about what would happen if no is
Hold on a
winning.
second.
It's like this whole things are not accepted by the population.
I'm no.
Look, I think that it's pretty unlikely for the things not to be accepted. A high majority of Turks is pretty much indoctrinated by the image of Erdogan.
Yeah, this is pretty much true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the granddaddy of Turkey, because Kemal is the daddy.
I mean, I remember it was like a trending video. There was a part cut out of a video show or something. There was a Turkish woman who said, "We have Allah, we have Muhammad, and now we have Erdogan."
Oh my god. The prophet has returned.
The prophet has been reincarnated.
The problem is, I think, if oh wait, I just something got into my mind. Just imagine in 2 years we think about it back and just make alternate history scenarios about what if the Turkish referendum failed and making a Turkish civil war thing.
That will be interesting to see.
Aqua, no, I won't make you moderator. Helena, Red and me are from Germany, and yes.
I think you should. Never mind. But I'll do it next time to not nag on you anymore.
Okay, then. So, do you think we could state this topic? Do you think if Erdogan has this new power, would he focus on expansionist politics, like some people think?
I really think that he will. I think he's playing it safe.
Yeah, I don't really think he dares to go to war with,
Yet.
Greece, with Bulgaria.
First of all, Greece and Turkey are both
Yeah,
in NATO, right?
they're both in NATO, so they kind of make it. And plus, even
No, but we have Trump now, and Trump is pretty critical of NATO as a whole, isn't he?
yeah, but I don't see him actually disbanding. Actually, there is a possibility, but I don't see him disbanding
I
NATO
think he
at all.
can't disband it, he can just leave it.
Yeah, but can really NATO survive with the US without the US though? Like if like not to be rude, but like in NATO, the US is pretty much doing the most of the stuff.
The problem is
the
that
French and the British military
Guys,
also is quite strong.
even if NATO wouldn't, even if Greece was and Bulgaria were out of NATO, Putin is keeping a pretty close eye on Turkey right now.
I mean, Putin is getting really close with Turkey right now. With
He
Erdogan.
is.
Yeah, but
Did-
I don't
did-
think-
Didn't May try Turkey to go into this Shanghai Pact thing they have? Or just try to get close to it?
I
they
don't know.
tried-
I
they
heard.
tried to establish relations, but I have heard that the Turks are preparing another attack in Syria.
Yeah,
where
but
some-
there's also
I've heard that the Russians, the Iranians, and Syrians are like they had not really a convention. That's a bad word. They had like a summit where Turkey was in the two and discussed how to work in the how you say Syrian civil war. Because now even the Kurds are like offering the Syrian government lands so they can be a buffer zone between the Kurds and the Turks. So like you can see that Russia's getting really close with
And well, you see,
Turks.
Syria is an ally of Russia, and if
Yeah,
Erdogan attacks the Syrians, well, he technically
yeah. It is.
But there's one major problem I see. If he would go, Turkey already is in like not the greatest shape right now. I mean, they have a lot of terrorist attacks, both like from the Islamic State, from the PKK, and all that.
Oh my God, he does
And-
not believe about genocides.
And
Oh my God, no.
like the whole Kurdistan thingy.
No, I'm getting really worked up right now.
Okay, to be honest, like I think that Syria would like maybe say
He said that the Armenian genocide was nice.
God damn it.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit worked up. I'll stop.
okay, like I was saying, I think Syria is ready to give up lands to Turkey if they are able to survive, because like Syria is in a really critical case
I mean,
right
are there
critical
even
situation.
Turks in northern Syria? I think
I don't
there
know.
are Kurds and Arabic people.
I don't think Syria and Turkey cares about it though.
I think Turkey annexed all the Turkish stuff they have had in Syria after this Turkish War of Independence.
But I think
Yeah,
one problem that is see also like because I had an earlier presentation, did some research. Turkey kind of, because Syria was former Ottoman territory, they kind of want to have like the entire region, that like the Levant, to be in their influence again.
Well, if they attack,
It would probably interfere with Russia's plans.
it would.
because-
Do you
yeah.
really? I think in the point of the Levant being Turkish, I think at least when they attack Israel, will horribly fail. They will horribly fail if they attack Israel, because Israel has nukes and Turkey don't.
And plus Trump supports Israel. I think at least.
Yeah, he said like he doesn't support Palestinian independence.
Yeah.
Pontic, don't listen
I-
to
I'm
him.
not
I think just let me say something. Liechtenstein Mapper will take care of this. He's also someone who is really who sometimes even gets triggered if someone denies the genocides. Although he isn't either Kurdish, okay, they're also Kurdish genocide,
He's
Armenian or
Moldavian.
Greek.
Guys, let's move on. Let's go
Yes,
to the
okay, next topic. The French
French
election.
elections.
I mean, we should focus on what impact it could have, because we are all not that much into
Well, you
French
want
politics.
to?
Yeah, I don't know much about the French elections at all.
It's actually quite simple, actually. The conservative one, whose name I never can remember.
Macron, something like this.
Yeah, something like this. Basically, if he wins, European Union lives. If Le Pen wins, European Union dies.
That's kind of
that's
true.
kind of-
That's kind of true. Like Germany and maybe Italy and France are like the core axis of the
Yeah,
Union.
like with Italy, if Italy would leave, it wouldn't be that much of a deal. But if France leaves, then that would be
I mean,
different.
I mean, France is like the core with Germany and, well, Benelux.
The German-French relationship.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if Italy would leave the European Union, it would be a big thing. But if France leaves the European Union, it would be a fucking huge thing because like France is like the second strongest nation in the European Union behind Germany. I mean, if it comes to politics and economics, I don't know about military.
Also, if Le Pen wins, I believe there's a possibility of better relations with Russia.
Yeah,
that's definitely going to happen because the most populists and have tendencies to Russia.
Yeah, I know. Like literally, a lot of populists want to be friendly with Russia. A lot of right-wingers want to be friendly with Russia.
I mean, the only party, the only populist party I know, and which isn't that irrelevant, is the AfD, our populist party. They never met with Putin before, but they met with Le Pen and all this populist.
Yeah, but the AfD had two kind of civil wars already, so
yeah, the AfD is unstable.
I don't know.
They are a complete joke.
I don't know the Swedish right-wing party likes
Helena,
Russia.
just go ahead. Just say what you want about this topic.
Yeah, I think Helena should talk.
Well, I have the worry that if Le Pen goes, if France goes populist, I think we have this case in the US, but this is a more closer thing. Like for us, it's literally a neighborhood.
Yeah, then it would affect us because it's like in our neighborhood.
Is she a supporter of this protectionist ideals?
Let me see.
Wow.
Economy.
I mean, I can't really say much because I don't know. Even if I don't know much about Le Pen's policies or what that guy's socialist names.
Wait.
Very nationalistic.
Protectionism is not an autarky. Our position is not extreme, as our opponents would have it believed. But wait. Protectionism is not autarky. I think they are for protectionism.
Yes, they are definitely. Like most populists are. It's the thing like support homemade goods and just
the general thing.
The problem with populism is that populists make very good demagogues. They just tell people what they want to hear to get the vote, and that's kind of dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, like with populists, they say things, but from my impression, is that most of the time they don't really have a plan. Like I think with Brexit, there was published that after Brexit happened, the one that had the most concrete plans about what's going to happen after Brexit was the president of Scotland. And like the populists didn't even expect to win and had no plan at all.
Guys,
they didn't really expect to win.
Since we were talking about the Marine Le Pen, and we all know her plans on immigration, shouldn't we also talk about the migrant crisis?
Yeah, me and Rat already talk about that, but you can talk about it again if you want to.
I don't know. Does the chat want us to talk about the migrant crisis?
They're literally talking about something else. I don't know what to talk about it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Genocide, fag lie. I don't know anymore.
We're talking about Le Pen.
Right, I'll ask the chat.
Let me just answer something. Eclipse mapping, the next episode is probably going up tomorrow, but I'm not really sure if I make it in time. It will be AHOE.
We need to know when Pontic releases his newest episode. We need to know that.
God, Pontic, yes.
What?
Pontic, we need to.
You can expect it in 4 years.
Oh, so it's like me.
So should I ask them if they want us to talk about the migrant crisis?
I mean, we can have a. You know, I'm just gonna make a straw poll.
What is going on?
We are going to hold a straw poll whether we should talk about the migrant crisis or not.
Yes, true. It's true. Maybe we should.
Alright, I'm asking.
I'm doing the straw poll right now. Oh fuck! I almost misspelled that shit. Wait.
Well, I think we could maybe mention sometimes the French elections and always what. And thank you for the memes.
Oh my god.
Somebody show them the Discord so I can send more memes.
I'm Aqua.
Alright, I'm sending more memes to the Discord.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can you make me a moderator? You literally, I cannot send the straw poll since I'm fucking blocked.
Write something in the chat, I will make you.
No, I cannot, because it says I
You
was.
can't unblock him.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Sorry.
Okay.
Send me the,
Then
send
just
me the
use.
link.
Don't you have like a second layer?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. I'll do that instead then. I think that my one is blocked too. Though. Let's see.
Then just create another.
Yeah, that one is blocked too. Shit.
Just give me the link so I can send it in the chat. Damn it.
Yeah, wait. I will try this one again. If it doesn't work, I will. Oh, this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I will just send you the link, Pontic, because all my accounts are fucking blocked.
Don't call me Pontic.
Oh, sorry, but they call you Pontic, so I can't even close it right now.
Yes, yes, Wingtursa, what's your question?
There we go. I linked you both.
Oh yes, the feedback. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't in time. I forgot it. Sorry, I will do it after the stream.
Please look into the chat.
Yes, I'm looking into it. Oh, you mean the Discord?
No,
yes.
not
Can somebody
live
moderator me?
chat.
Yes,
Can
I'm
you-
doing this. I'm answering questions right now. Yes.
A certain person joined.
Hey,
Oh, oh.
What happened?
Nothing. It's just Bruneian nationalists joined.
Oh.
It's definitely not me.
No, totally not.
can you mod me please so I can send the link to the guys?
Okay, can you mod me? Oh wait, never mind. You can't. I'm fucking blocked.
Period.
Yes.
By the way,
what is-
by the way, I sent you the goddamn straw poll to both of you.
Yeah, Red, could you please post it if possible?
I don't have it.
Yeah, yeah. He was the only one I didn't send to. Okay, I'll do it now.
Wing to Sarah, I already said that
Here
I'm
you
going
go.
to make it after the stream.
Oh shit! No, that's wrong link. Wrong link.
Great fucking job.
I know.
Here we go. This
Fuck, I just need to switch accounts.
Come
Oh,
on,
God.
guys. The chat is still fighting about the Armenian genocide.
Yeah, I know. They're still doing it.
Alright, there we go.
Spam it like
There we
spam it
go.
a bit, like 3 times something.
It won't help anything, just wait a bit.
You know, you suck.
Okay.
I think I will open it another tab, so you can see the results.
Yeah.
4 votes already.
That's the results.
Oh my god, everyone is saying yes.
Yeah, it was no surprise, to be honest. I think the whole immigrant crisis thing is very controversial, and people like controversial things, as long as they don't affect themselves.
So we're putting ourselves in the line of fire for those thugs.
Okay,
I like this.
so who's gonna start?
Alright, I'm gonna start.
They should go for it.
I wish we could help the
Oh god
migrants.
damn it, I
but
said
it's too
it
risky.
3 times now, Wing to Sar. Just write it in the chat for you now.
Continue, Collins.
Alright. I wish we could help the migrants, but the situation is too dangerous for us. Europeans, we tried. The Germans
What the
took in
fuck?
migrants. First year the migrants come in, the women in Cologne get raped. Second year, migrants are in,
actually-
women in
actually-
Cologne get raped again.
Cologne, I want to say something that.
I want to say something that has to. I want to say something that has to do with the migrant crisis. Today I was like, I was someone else's house and I was like eating something. Then I saw a newspaper and I was bored, so I read about it. And apparently in my hometown now,
Hello.
there'll be wait, when did he join? Oh, he said, I thought he joined it. Anyway, so yeah, now the buses in our hometown will have a police officer in it, and a police car will always follow the bus, because apparently immigrants keep throwing rocks at the buses, like they do in Stockholm, but like the police cars.
I wanted to say with the whole Cologne thing, the majority of migrants that came to Germany were Syrians, and the rape in Cologne was mainly conducted by Algerians, Moroccans, and like in general it was North African nations.
This is what I mean. That proves my
But also
point.
those were immigrants. They were just
That proves my
holiday
point.
visitors, I believe.
That proves my point.
The problem is not the immigrants themselves, but I believe the problem is Islam, the religion that does not prohibit such actions.
The thing is, I think the problem in Germany, at least, is it's not the recent coming immigrants the Syrians are quite peaceful. They even try to integrate. Some other ethnicities coming to Germany don't want to do this, like the oldest one.
The North Africans, like
the Africans and the Turks. Often the Turks don't want to immigrate at all. Also,
the Turks
I can't go on.
The Turks are like the longest.
Well, they can be a bit arrogant at sometimes.
The Turks are also the longest. They are just longest here. They are like the first immigrants after the European, the first non-European immigrants, and they still don't want to integrate. I think some people expect them to integrate after 6 generations. 6 generations, we are fucking adults and elders by then.
They gave us great things. They gave us the German version of the kebab. It's great.
Yes, that's true. That's
already the most popular fast food in Germany.
The thing is, like, the Albanians are okay, the Syrians are okay, the Persians
the Albanians, didn't you, Leon Macher?
Or whatever, he's just a bad example. Everywhere is a black sheep. Whatever. I have to say the Persians are very, very open to immigrate. I never saw a bad example of them, but the North Africans and Turks, it's a bit difficult sometimes, I think.
First of all, even if we only take in immigrants, they should be, immigrants that actually needs to be same, like the ones in Syria, like not fucking Moroccans and Algerians. Like they're not really, the how you say rich countries, but they certainly are they're doing something much better than Somalia or like Syria.
I think Tunisia is pretty rich, not rich, but it's okay.
Yeah, but Tunisia is not an immigrant country.
Is it? Okay.
Are you sure?
It is.
Sure?
A lot of people travel through Tunisia or fake Tunisian passports, but because it's easier to get in.
Look, the worst of this situation is that Turkey uses immigrants like a gun pointed at people's head. Like I remember Erdogan. We had some prisoners in Greece. They were soldiers from last year's military coup. And Turkey demanded that we return them, but we refused. Therefore, Erdogan told us to expect another wave of immigrants coming.
Yes, that's the whole thing. Yeah. I think Erdogan, if we just let him believe that he can threaten us, he can threaten us. It's a sad thing. Like, he can let the immigrants.
Then why are we letting the immigrants from Turkey in? Like, if we, of course I know why, because if we didn't do it, we probably would be called, oh, you're a racist, something like that. If we didn't.
Look, in Greece the problem is the government. We have this leftist liberal government that is both a disgrace to leftists and the Greek people themselves. Wait, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, if didn't Bulgaria and Greece reinforce their borders against that in the case of Turkey?
Yeah, I think the European Union set up a new a while back. They set up a new agency for the border control of the European Union, and I think the first task of them were like to make the border to Turkey stronger, because like that's the main.
I heard something about Bulgaria. What happened?
Bulgaria and Greece, didn't they reinforce the borders?
Yeah.
To the Turkish.
Yeah, we did reinforce the Turkish border a bit. Not overkill like Hungary and Fyrom.
Okay. Well, I think
we are also Bulgaria has it easy because they are not obliged to take migrants. But because we are in the Schengen area, we are obliged to take them in. Bulgaria is not in the Schengen area.
Yeah, and also the Balkan route goes through Greece.
I think
We did have this group of Greeks, not they were not with the government, who had this boat and they were going around. They were patrolling the coastal waters, and whenever they found someone trying to pass migrants through, they took their engine.
you mean how do you say it? This military organizations who aren't part of the state, like they had in Bulgaria.
I think so. You can call it that.
I think there is actually an interesting thing about it. A former German politician, I think he was part of nationalists. Or was
No,
it
it was
Pegida?
Pegida, but that's like the fun things. They are like a populist or alt-right wing leaning group. Which funny thing, the populist part of Germany said they don't want to get associated with them because they are
still
too
talking
radical.
about Smyrna. Oh my god.
And one of them just went to the leader. I think went to Bulgaria.
Leader, the woman just went to Bulgaria and joined a paramilitary group to fight against the immigrants and even die there for I don't know.
Did she die? Oh. Okay.
No, she said she would even die for it. For what she's right now doing.
You see?
Bless me.
Yes. Well, and what do you think if populism gains general power in Europe? Like it's already on the verge of it, but what do you think? How would they prevent them? Would they even manage them?
Wait, you said if populism rises in Europe, how would they deal with the migrant crisis?
Yeah, the problem I see that they would probably close the borders.
Do you know what Hungary did? Have you seen that beautiful barbed wire wall?
Yeah.
With those 4 layers of deadly metal?
No capito, vabbè.
Like literally all European borders would close. That would be pretty much like what the situation after the Great Depression was. It probably would lead to, first of all, that like the economics are not going that well. There will probably be another economic crisis.
I think that Japan is a prime example of how Europe should act with the migrant crisis.
Who?
Like Japan.
Okay.
They don't have a migrant thing going, but their policies on migration and preservation of cultural heritage, we should look up to those policies.
Yeah,
I remember when the whole situation in Bangladesh happened, where the terrorist attack, the hostage situation.
But isn't Japan also going into like they lose population? Like because
I know they lose population, but they prefer to stay. They prefer to stay a homogeneous society and preserve their cultural heritage rather than be Islamified.
The only thing that we need would be like that immigrants can apply legally to like for refuge.
Yeah, if they apply
but
legally.
The problem is that for that we probably would have to go through Turkey and Erdogan. Well, we all know.
If they applied to come legally and they respected our laws and our culture, and because we have quite a there is a scarily large percentage of Muslims who believe that Sharia law should be above state law.
Yeah, I know.
If they respect our laws and our cultural heritage, they're free to come in.
I completely agree.
And integrate into our society.
Yes.
But most of them don't want to.
Yeah. Did you see that picture of when a London attack happened? It was like a Muslim
passing through, not even giving a shit about the injured people.
It was like it was like a live stream for like a Muslim live stream in France, and like everyone was like smiling and saying that's good.
Yeah. That's the problem.
I'm not saying every single immigrant coming into Europe is bad. Literally, my
but
friend.
The high majority is.
I have a Tunisian immigrant friend, like a lot
the
of.
Syrian immigrants aren't that bad actually. It's
yes, they are.
really,
They are.
Africans.
That is true. Like.
Yeah, it's true. The Syrians are not that bad, but the problem is because of the whole situation in Syria, you don't really know who comes in and who.
Although when I see, at least where I live, like most of the immigrants that are here are from Somalia or.
Yeah, well, Somalia is much different deal.
Yeah, I know.
I think Somalia is by now non-existent.
So if Somalia even can be accounted as a state.
I really hate blaming. I really hate blaming the people for what the Syrians, the people for what happens. It's more the problem of how they were indoctrinized when they were young and the way they think because of it.
Yeah,
Pretty much when you are a religious fan and when you believe in a religion that does not prohibit you from killing people who believe in different things and tells you that you should murder if someone of your own religion converts, I think that you don't have European values.
Yeah, well, but isn't like with I think Christianity weren't there like also a lot if you're really conservative with Christian.
Yeah,
Well, that's America.
Very,
That's
very,
America.
Very conservative Christians are bad. Are just as bad.
Okay, yeah, there are really
Because there are also
there's no level of, well, there is probably, but there literally are really few of them. But I don't think there's a lot of Christians who literally believe that if you convert away from Christianity, you should be killed. Just
imagine.
That's not even in the book. That's not even in the book.
Yeah, not even a pope.
Just reimagine that if a pope would call for another crusade, I doubt that anyone would follow. Like maybe.
No, nobody would follow.
Well, I mean, some would, but not the
Some
majority.
would. But because the meme exists does not mean that people will go to crusade.
I think they'll be pretty much a bit.
I really hate it when people compare the crusades to jihad and tell us that we were just as bad. No, we were not just as bad. The crusades happened in the Middle Ages and stayed in the Middle Ages. Jihad started in the 7th century and it's still going on.
And plus, like, I'm not trying to justify the Crusades right now,
but they were justified.
I mean, the Muslims were not really that great too. They were attacking France. They invaded all of Spain or Iberia, more like it.
The Crusades were already after the Reconquista.
Slavic, now explain why did you ban him?
Yeah, but they still conquered it before, It's still in their memory. It's not really, we conquered Iberia, let's all forget about this. No, it's still in the mind. France will attack, Sicily will attack. I don't know if they conquered Sicily, but they still attacked. And, the Byzantines were attacked too.
When you study the period before the Crusades, you see about a 400-year gap where Muslims relentlessly attack and slaughter the Christians, but the Christians do not respond in any way. Like, I think there is a line when the Christians break and they decide to go to crusade. Now, the idea was fine, the implementation of the crusade was horrible, far more Christians died than Muslims, but we are talking about the concept, not what actually happened.
Okay, then to my mods, please ban if someone spams or is heavily insulting right now. No other reasons. Like if someone expresses an opinion, I don't care. Just let them say it and don't ban if anyone is not spamming. Spamming or insulting, that's the only ways you can. I allow to ban someone because Slavic just banned someone for 300 seconds because he just denied something.
I don't know why you still have Slavic as a moderator. He's not really proven himself.
I will give him one last chance, and if he makes one mistake, I will degrade him.
By the way, I think Communist is getting flashbacks on the 4th Crusade.
Fuck you!
The moment when the Christians were besieging Constantinople.
How do you fuck up so bad? Like, I can imagine the Crusaders coming to the Pope and the Pope would being like, you had one job.
Well, the Crusade were not really that organized, that's probably why.
No, the thing is that they were in debt to the Venetians and some Byzantine emperor called them over and then a whole cluster happened.
And then Venice got excommunicated, poor Venice.
Yeah, like Venice cared.
Yeah, they didn't really care though. They just wanted, they were like, sure, selling more ships equals more money.
Okay, now each one of us could say, how would you deal with the immigrant crisis if you had all control over the EU? I think that would be an interesting idea.
Oh, who will start?
I don't think I shouldn't start.
Red, you start.
Okay.
Yeah, I would really.
So first of all, we enforce the outer borders of the EU. I think the EU already is trying to do that or like at least in Germany, from the German government, there are ambitions to do that, and reinforce and probably make a way that they can come into our countries legally and also distribute the migrants a bit more evenly, because there are countries who are overloaded with migrants, and then there are countries that almost have next to none migrants.
Hungary.
I still love how Portugal wants immigrants but doesn't get any.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
Yes, Portugal
What?
said like, we want the immigrants, but they don't want to Portugal.
Well, that's a bad way
sad.
to say that you don't want migrants.
Maybe that's the way you do not get immigrants. You just say you want immigrants.
So Rad said that he would reinforce the outer borders, distribute the migrants evenly throughout the EU. After that,
I want to hear communists saying
What?
how he would deal with it.
how
curious.
would I deal?
Yes,
How
I'm
would
really-
I deal with the?
I'm really curious.
If I had total control over the EU, first of all, I would do what Rad said, heavily reinforce the outer borders, then run a check on all the Muslims in the EU. Those who are very radical, support Sharia law, that kind of stuff, out of the EU. Those who are moderate and respect the laws of the EU, you are free to stay.
Okay,
Anyone who wants to apply
Yeah,
I'm talking, Dutse.
I wanted to ask a question about your argument, but finally continue.
Right. Those who will apply legally, they can come, of course. And after all that is done and we have dealt with the migrant crisis, I will dismantle the EU.
Okay, I agree with what I totally agree with your opinion, but there's one thing: it's a bit hard to
Yes, Alp.
it's a bit hard to know who wants Sharia law.
I know, it's pretty hard.
It's hard to do that,
Yeah, we are talking about a hypothetical
Yeah.
situation where the EU is a unified nation and I control all of it.
Well,
The very concept of this idea of the EU agreeing, all of the EU agreeing on one thing is impossible.
I think we should.
I do agree with everything, but I still think that this is if EU was a nation. I think the EU should prioritize their own people. Then, immigrants are not to be left out, but I think the people of Europe is supposed to prioritize it, especially when it comes to jobs and that kind of stuff. Then comes the immigrants.
Okay, I think we should move on. Can I just?
You didn't say you say your answer.
What?
You didn't say your.
Yes, I wanted
hypothetical.
to make it quickly. I think reinforcing the outer borders of the EU, yes, definitely, I would do the same. And what I want to do is would set a limit that's per country, and distribute it. The heavy problem is that they want to go to some countries, but we should distribute them so we can deal with integration much better. I think we should also set a huge focus on integration itself, because, no one wants subcultures, I think.
The integration is very important, actually.
I think not as hard as assimilation or whatever. I think we should have a choice to at least have parts of a culture, but immigrate as much as possible.
Integration is very important. I do agree with that, because the whole thing with the laws I mentioned, to respect the laws, that is part of integration to the society. Now, assimilation, if they want to, if they love the country and they really want to.
We know all. I think Chris, me, and Red know someone who comes from Kurdistan, Saxon. What?
He's a Kurd, but okay. You know how I am an Italian nationalist, Italian half Finnish who lives in Sweden. Well,
Saxon is a Kurd,
he's a Kurd
with German blood.
He's a Kurd who has Dutch German blood, but lives in the Netherlands. Is a German, not really fascist, but German authoritarian.
Yes, he wants. I think he would open. He would just assimilate willingly. Like, yes, I want it. Make me as German as possible.
Yeah, he's
There's
a
a
good
question.
he's a good immigrant.
Ottoman map. He just released one video today.
Actually, you know what we should do? I have a second idea. If I were to we take all the immigrants and move them to Portugal.
Perfect.
Guys, the chat is still fighting about the Armenian genocide.
We can't really control the chat.
Yay, we have 19 viewers. That's a new record.
Unless we ban everyone. We still have you still like the top, like sadly that like the highest we got on the rad was like 17.
We got 23, that was our high point.
Oh, now we're leaving again, verdammt. Verdammt.
As long as we don't get less than 5. I am a German and American nationalist. What?
Whatever. Okay, I think we should move on to the next topic then. The next topic is
Q&A.
No, the next topic was Trump.
No, the next one was Q&A.
Yeah, look at the description.
Huh? What the fuck?
Q&A. So, you beautiful, sexy people.
Yes, I just. Okay, that is not true.
Wait, I will address them. Wait.
That's not right.
Most fabulous, sexy people of the chat. Stop fighting about the Armenian genocide and ask a question.
And please, do not be retarded.
Stop. It's not that hard. Turks, fuck off. Greeks, fuck off too.
You said it.
Chris.
Look, I love you all guys except for the Turks.
I love all of you, except the Turks.
I believe that you are wonderful people, not the Turks.
Oh god damn it. Okay, the next topic would be Trump. Trump at this...
No!
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. The post-election actions Trump did, like how much did he try to ban?
Did he even do anything after the elections?
Yes, he did. Like, didn't you notice the Muslim ban?
He did the
Muslim ban. That was created by the Obama administration.
I know.
No. I mean, I wanted to focus on the Muslim ban, for example.
Right.
And he also tried to.
It was created by Obama, the Obama decision, but it was enacted by Trump. So.
No. Let's talk about the Muslim ban. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
I mean, the US doesn't really have a problem with Muslims.
I think it's pretty much useless because terrorists can just get fake passports, and also if you really want to make a Muslim ban, then fucking ban Saudi Arabia for fuck's sake.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think I really like it. If he wants to make a ban, I would not like it. But if he is like this, how do you say, Doppelmoral?
Double moral, I don't know.
No.
Has anyone noticed that the countries in the Muslim ban are countries who are in a dangerous situation? Syria, Iraq, Libya, and countries who are okay like Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia are not in the ban.
I think he did it because in most issues he has banned has most terrorists like Syria, Iraq, and Somalia.
Yeah, Syria, Iraq.
You ban people.
Saudi Arabia. Totally.
Yeah, I do agree.
Saudi Arabia, the roots of evil, where all these radical Islamists come from, is not bad.
We know. Saudi Arabia is horrible. They said that the list would expand.
You know that Saudi Arabia has most of the oil. Most of the oil, but they have a lot of oil. And, the US has oil.
If you do such a thing, then at least have the balls to ban Saudi Arabia.
But they need oil. They need the oil.
Look, I did hear that they were going to expand the list. I don't know which countries would be added to the list.
No, I heard.
Saudi Arabia is pretty horrible.
I heard it was going to remove countries from the list. Obviously, I've heard that. 1 second.
What things did Trump do beside the Muslim ban? I think he stopped this.
He also forbade Arabian Airlines that laptops are going to be placed on the plane, and that's actually probably just an economic move that he undermines the Arabian Airlines.
Well, that's not everything he did. Didn't he,
I
like,
don't-
in the first hours, stop this free trade program he had with the Pacific?
yeah. Yeah.
I really don't know what he's going to do. I never really supported Trump because I liked him. I supported him because he was better than Hillary.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
true.
most.
Same.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Same.
Yes,
He is a demigogue, a populist.
Have you heard about the well, it's not really officially called Trump Care, but have you heard about Trump Care, his new health plan? To be
not
honest,
now.
He's not going to get it through with the Republicans being there.
I mean, well, even if he's not going to go through about it, like I was never I never liked Obamacare. Like I thought Trump was right when he said it's not not good for America. But to be honest, looking at Trump care, I think I prefer Obamacare. Because at least, and maybe Obamacare was draining like the America, but at least it was helping the people. Trump care would not really help the people a lot.
What's the main difference?
Well,
I
what?
don't really know.
It will mostly benefit the rich than the actual poor people.
So,
I watched a video about it, but I completely forgot it mostly because I really didn't care.
Look, as I said, I never really supported him because I liked him. He pretty much told people what they wanted to hear to get elected. The very concept of demagoguery.
At least he's doing what he promised. That is at least
At least that.
that's a rare thing between politicians.
Yeah.
remember when we all said... remember when
A
we
lot
all-
of his team is now getting under accusations and also under controversy that they did strategic planning with the Russians.
Oh,
And,
I just know there's a guy in the chat who's saying he's like me. He had half Finnish, half Italian. I'm not the only
but
one.
his dad is
Yeah,
a
but
Muslim Italian. But his dad is Muslim. Don't shush me.
Do you all remember the times when we said, yes, Trump won't do anything, it's impossible?
Oh shit, Trump is doing something.
Oh shit, he said he will build that wall.
Yeah, like
I remember the times when we said, "Oh, Trump is not going to win," like more years ago, and then first he won the Republican thingy.
I'm sorry, more people at 501, but I cannot speak in chat since so you banned
That is
me.
still talking about genocide.
I know.
Oh god,
That
they're
could
mean
you
and
shut the fuck
genocide.
up, please?
Yeah, just
Alright,
let him
let me
discuss.
handle it. I think
I'm
that all the
or not many
Greeks,
people.
no, we need to kick all the Turks and the Greeks.
It's like 90% of the view.
Oh,
We need to
whatever.
kick them.
Okay,
So we can get a bit
honestly,
of fresh air.
I like how many people are not talking about the wall. Like shouldn't people care about the wall? What is the West Coast mapping? I wish I could talk to you in chat, and I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think the whole one guy mentioned the wall pretty effectively. He said,
West
if you
Coast, we
create-
are going to ask the Q&A time is after this, so you
Yeah.
can ask our questions
He
then.
pretty much said that if you create a 30-meter wall, you're just opening a market for 31-meter ladders.
Okay, wait.
tunnels.
Before we continue, okay, I changed to my troll account, so I will answer my question with that account because apparently the only one is not banned. It's called Barney Stinson.
Oh, God.
Oh, West Coast mapping. Your question. I cannot answer. Sorry, West Coast mapping, but I cannot answer your question since they'll probably take the whole episode. But I will change a lot about modern Italy. A
Right,
lot.
The wall that Trump proposes, it basically is
wall.
a money burning machine, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's a waste of
One
money.
of the things I really hate about Trump was the wall. It won't really help much. I mean, it will help, but it's not worth the money. It will barely help anything.
Maintenance costs
Trump
about a
appeals-
couple of $1 billion per year.
Another reason why Trump appealed to many people is because he goes against this whole social justice nonsense. The West is getting plagued by this.
I have a question. Like many Democrats thought it would happen, but do you think if it was Bernie against Trump, would you think Bernie would have won?
Bernie would have
No,
won.
I think that Trump would have won again.
No, I don't. I think Bernie would have
Because-
won.
Bernie
I don't
had
know, I-
also a lot of ideas that like Trump
Yeah, he had a lot of
but actually had a plan how he wanted to
I
implement
think
those.
the
Yeah.
thing with Hillary is there is still some dirt around
Yeah,
here.
the majority, a lot of people voted for Trump because they said Hillary is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with Bernie that wouldn't have happened.
Guys, do you think that Trump is going to have very friendly relations with Russia?
No,
I mean, I heard about the news. I really didn't get full of the fame, but like, didn't Trump do something that would like pissed off Russia?
okay,
Putin?
Yeah, he
can-
said
did
that
hear that
Russia
Trump-
should give Crimea back to Ukraine.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Let me describe something.
What the tweet I loved about Trump
Chris,
is
yes,
that
true.
he wanted to befriend Putin, and now that's ruined too.
He's
Yes,
so
it's really
inconsistent.
First it
He
helps.
said he's going to recognize Taiwanese independence. Just a couple of hours later, a Chinese bomber loaded with atomic bombs was flying over the South Chinese Sea. And basically, if I would be like a diplomat from any nation, I wouldn't make diplomatic ties with
The thing is-
America because the next second they could just abolish them or backstab us.
The thing is, the friendly relations to Russia were the only reason, or one of the only reasons, I like Trump.
Yeah, me too.
And I saw
Yeah, me too.
when I saw this news about Trump wants that Russia gives Crimea back to Ukraine, I immediately said to me, "Oh God, this guy is a fucking moron."
Like like when Trump won, I had high hopes for him, but now the more the thing he does, my hopes keep going down and down and down.
Like, guys,
Yes.
don't act like it's something new. Every president does this. Every president disappoints you.
Like, why can't you just be friends with me? Like, we could.
You could save the world, but no.
Yeah, you could have an even
Guys,
worse
Nat,
empire.
tell us, do you like Putin? If you don't like Putin, I don't know.
Well, I like Putin a bit.
I do like him a bit too.
Yeah, me too.
Red hates him.
I like his personality.
I like how
I like the Putin pictures where he's riding on horses and all that.
I like that he's pro-Russia and not pro everything else. But
I like that
let's
he
just say-
is just
But
trying
I-
to build.
But I think without him, Russia would be gone.
this is really sad to say, but because it should be applied to everyone. But I really like how he cares about his people.
I think the good thing about Putin is that he tries to make a counterpole to America, because if there's one superpower in the world alone, we are all fucked. But if
Yep.
maybe like even China is the problem that it's socialist. I don't like socialism, so
But
we
they
have
are
another
pretty much
superpower.
capitalist.
Yes, still they are. Basically, are. And when we have another potential superpower called Russia, which is not socialist, I would totally
Super.
prefer that.
I
So-
really wish that China
socialism-
was a democratic state.
Socialism they have some good aspects, but they're doing
Yeah,
it
you
wrong.
know, the perfect thing is what the Nordics are doing. They have the perfect
Yes.
balance between
I
socialism
mean,
and capitalism.
Social democracy bit. But no, I think the Nordics are going too much. A bit
yes,
too
yes.
much.
Yeah.
Actually, the Swedish,
Well,
I'm quite
when
happy what
when it
Germany
comes
has.
to social policies, they are pretty
They are-
fine, but
yeah, they
in
are-
general, they're
They
doing
were
good.
except like
no,
Norway.
literally, like I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago, but the Swedish debt went over $1 trillion because they kept fucking spending money on shit.
Well, every government does that, dude. Just ask me.
Yeah, but Sweden was one of the countries that actually had like almost no debt at all. Now it's over $1 trillion.
Duce, we are not even buying anything and we have trillions of dollars in debt.
Yeah, but that's because you're Greece.
Yeah. We are going to get bailout. Yes, all right. Now we buy submarine. Yes.
Oh my god, your government is so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, if the golden dollar is so fucking Nazi, I would have liked it.
Yeah, me too. If they weren't such Nazis, but they're fucking Nazis.
But to be honest, does Greece even have better parts than the golden dawn?
No.
That's really sad. How you said that? How you said that? No. So
I don't even know how we got to this point. Like,
I know, right?
how did we fuck up so bad?
Well, I think we should maybe move on to the Q&A. I think we
Yeah.
I can tell you where you got into this situation. with joining the euro, you had your government
was a bad thing for us.
got the capability of taking so much money in debt as Germany, for example, could.
The problem really was the fact that before many years ago, whenever a new government came to power, they would fire all the public workers and replace them with voters, like a promise. But then a bill was passed that dictated that if you work for the state, you cannot be fired. And therefore, whenever a new government came to power, they just put more people in public jobs. And we put more and more people, and we were at a point where 70% of our yearly income was paying those people's salaries. And that's why we ran out of money, started borrowing just to pay the salaries because we had so many public workers. And then the housing market crisis happened in America, and nobody could loan us. Therefore, we collapsed.
Also,
okay, the people want the Q&A.
Olympic thing,
the
Olympics thing, didn't it also
Let's go to the Q&A.
Please go to the Q&A.
Take a lot of money away.
We are already streaming for like 1 hour and 50 minutes or whatever.
Hey, at least, like when me and Red stream, we literally, we ended it too soon. Now at least we're having problems ending it too late.
Okay, let me say it. Okay, everyone who has questions, please. Political, I would prefer political questions. Just ask them in the chat room. We will answer them. If you have anything to any specific member, just write it.
Yeah, like can you at least like it doesn't have to be I would prefer to be political, but can you at least be mature questions?
Yes.
Chris, did you remove kebab? I wish I could, but no, I can't. I will get imprisoned then.
But you are never going to be president.
Oh, you will see. Should I? What? You're giving him too much chances. You need to do something about Slavic now. You don't. Let me guess. We'll give him one more chance.
The chat is still talking about the.
Okay, Ultimate Mapping. What's your question? Just say it. Just everyone say the question. We will answer.
Yeah. Don't ask if you can answer. Just ask the question.
You breaking up, for fuck's sake, you are already a mod.
And preferably not... Okay,
Assad regime against the moderate rebels.
The Assad regime needs to win.
Yes.
Assad regime.
The moderates aren't moderate anymore.
There were moderates, but then the Free Syrian Army split up and then most of them became Islamist.
Yes.
Okay, your guys' opinion on American liberals.
They are not liberals.
Oh,
horrible.
Cancer.
Horrible. Wait, what is an American liberal again? The party or the people?
The people.
The leftist people, you know, the funny ones?
Yes, the SGWs.
I think that freedom of speech has gone too far, and therefore they are a thing now.
Nuclear blizzard, imperial mapping. Would you prefer a coup d'etat by Marine Le Pen or whatever socialist in France?
Oh god damn it!
Marine Le Pen. You said you were anti-socialist, imperial.
Yes, but I hate populism. Okay, probably populism.
Look, I like populism when there is no better answer.
Yeah, me too.
True.
That's why I support populism.
Right now, the destruction of the European Union is the best thing that could happen to everyone.
Yes.
Someone asked, when do you think will EU collapse? I think if populism gets any stronger, if populism takes power in like the major European states like France, and I doubt that it will ever come to power in Germany because we are like we have our histories and this.
You have the German guilt.
Yes, we are not liberal, we are too leftist, right?
We're not leftist, we're just liberal in general.
Yes, true.
But aren't Germans a bit fed up with Merkel?
Oh, we don't want
but currently there's like Merkel is still strong, and she has a good chance of being re-elected this year.
You know who should be leading the Germans? The Green Party.
Yeah, the Green Party, they can go fuck themselves.
Yes.
It has some personal. It has with the Green Party in Germany. It has some personal business with me, and also because of the state government in my state, where the Greens are part of it. And go fuck you, you
The ugly Turk is asking, why do you hate socialism?
Because if everyone...
Because socialism doesn't work and is incompatible with the human race.
I like
That's
I like
The
socialist
question
aspects.
was to me. So, if socialism says like every human being should be treated same, yes, true, I'm supporting this. Every human being should get the same things, like you get all the same things, like the same amount of money. Or is that communism? I have sometimes I mix communist aspects with socialist aspects, but well, it's
Communism was never implemented though.
yes, it's well, let's just assume that the USSR thing. Yes, I know.
Social-
Many say that
the
USSR was never communist.
The
Socialist.
major difference between communism and socialism is socialism says that the money should be spread equally, while communism says there's no money at all.
No, yeah, kind of that. Socialism is all power to the state because theoretically the state represents the people, and communism is no state, and no state will never work.
Communism
no
is
state will never work.
Communism is without any money, and the thing is, go on.
The reason why we created states is because we cannot live without a state. A social hierarchy is natural for people. Even animals do it.
A state, I think the state, with modern meaning, is to protect the, and philosophers said that the state is to protect humanity from itself.
I once when I told Anna that, and I remember that socialism does not work with human rights. He said that Yugoslavia is a perfect example that socialism does work.
Yeah,
What is
Yugoslavia
your
had a
opinion
lot
on
of
that?
capitalist ideas.
What happened to Yugoslavia in the 1990s when Tito died?
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
he meant before Tito died. He told me that he meant before Tito died.
Yeah,
but
I
Yugoslavia
cannot-
had capitalist ideas, like they had
No,
open borders.
I
and all
will
that.
not put the future of my nation on the hands of a man who will eventually die.
Shut up, Mussolini.
Shut up, Duce. Mussolini was bad.
No, he made some bad decisions, but he was
He
a good
gassed
worker.
He made some bad
He
decisions. He made some
failed.
bad decisions
never
that
got- he
ended
never
up with
got-
ending the reign of the Italian fascists.
He never gassed people.
Socialism. It's
The worst decision he could make is to join Germany.
Yeah, he made some bad decisions. He was all good.
Monarchy is great. Graxum,
Okay,
monarchy.
pre 1939 Mussolini was good. Post 1939 Mussolini was bad.
So to sum it up, for my stance against socialism, I kind of like the system of work hard and you get money, and don't work and you don't get any money. I think there's still the exceptions for disabled people because if they don't have any
Yeah,
chance.
just because a certain thing, I know.
By the way, the funny thing is that at the beginning of of fascism, Marxists believed that fascism was capitalistic, which is really stupid.
You know, the good thing about fascism is that theoretically it wants to remove class warfare and have everyone work to preserve for the best of the nation. Like,
Yes.
you don't work for yourself; you work for the entire nation.
You work for your nation who protects you, which pretty much
Now
means
that is a good aspect of fascism. Sadly, in theory, things work. In practice, things tend not to work.
The thing I don't like is that people who don't work, like they just don't want. If people can't work, I totally understand that they should get help from the state. I actually know people who should. But if people refuse to work, and although they could, I think they shouldn't use that for money. That's like unfair.
The best answer for socialists is that, you know, in the Soviet Union, they had a very horrible healthcare program. And you know why was that it? Because if you were a neuroscientist, you were paid the same as the guy who delivers mail.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's so stupid. People who with talent should be paid. Like I don't think like if you deliver like paper, you're not worth anything. But like people who does more important jobs, you get paid more. It's just normal.
My politics teacher had a. Can I please?
Yeah, sure.
My politics teacher had a relative in the former GDR, and he says this relative said to him, like, there were jobs just to be there, like it made no sense. Like
you have jobs for the sake of having jobs.
Yes, there was, so for example, a job where someone sits in a hotel room and just greeting people, like say hello and just show the rooms and all this. And he did this, he get the same amount of money as a scientist. And this is a huge problem.
Yeah, that is bad, because you have people who work their asses off their entire lives to become good and prosper, and then you have people who are just lazy fucks and want just to go make some money just to live. But where socialism did work, it was the educational programs. That I will give it to them. Their educational programs were great.
Yes, true.
Except for the atheist classes and, you know, the whole propaganda thing.
Well, atheism, I think about the religions in school is like, well, if you do, I think religion shouldn't be a forced subject in school.
Yeah, it should not be a forced thing.
Here in Greece, we are
taught about it. Like in my class, we have a lesson about all religions. We're talking about Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Confucianism, and all that stuff. But in the Soviet Union, they had atheist classes where they told you there is no God, no matter what God you think there is.
Well, we have...
You don't allow people to have their faith.
But Tudor Kostasi, Mussolini sent Jews to Germany in 1943 when Italy became a puppet to Germany. Before that, they never sent Jews to Germany. Actually, Italy sent a lot of Jews when they invaded Yugoslavia, because Mussolini refused to hand over the Jews in Montenegro to Germany.
Yeah, because you see, that's the difference with Nazism and fascism. Nazism is pure hate. Fascism is kind of justifiable, not in every way though.
But I like how Albus literally spamming. He's trying so hard to trigger me. And literally, I'm not spamming. Like,
I'm gonna trigger some Turks, all right?
No, don't.
The difference between Greece and Turkey is that at least when we try to have a military coup d'état, we actually do it correctly, not like you failures.
Then.
I mean, I'm not going to even answer Joel because they probably what he wants. I'm not going to even answer him. Plus, I already answered these questions 1 million times, but people doesn't understand, apparently. So I'm not going to even try to answer them.
Do we have any other questions, chat?
Yes, other questions, if you have questions.
Any serious question?
Yes.
If you don't have a question, I will rape you all. You don't want Greek dick in your ass.
Was Japan in World War II fascist? Well, this is for imperial, apparently, not for us.
It was monarchist.
It was, but pretty much like all the things that were like the war crimes went like they ordered by the military. Wasn't it kind of a military regime or something like that with the monarch at the top?
I think so. I think it was more like a collaboration between the emperor and the military regime.
Yeah.
Seems like there is no question.
Yeah, I think you. There you go. Explain Anspruch.
Explain Anspruch.
No, I don't want to explain this.
What is that? What? I don't see this.
That it's the literal translation into English for this German word would be ass breaking.
No, ass fracture. Ass fracture.
Yeah.
Yes, we said, mature questions.
Yes.
Okay, guys, if the chat does not have any more questions, then well, probably
okay, we will wait for 1 minute.
Yeah,
we will wait for 1 minute, and if there's no questions, we will just end the stream, I think, because, well, we are streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes right now, I think.
It's enough. I think it's enough.
And we kept, like, between, above 10 viewers. And this is something you managed, not.
There's a question.
What? Who?
And opinion of Serbia think of annexing of Kosovo. I think that Kosovo should annex Serbia and the entire world.
Seriously, Red, please.
The best way...
I like to trigger Ender.
The best way to solve the... because I do have an Albanian sitting right next to me in class. It's wonderful.
Panda is actually the most triggerable person in the whole fucking world.
He's like, say, some kind of like outburst.
That's not the case right now. We should discuss about the question, really.
Guys,
hush.
Guys, it's so easy to solve the Kosovo thing. you make two committees, one Albanian, one Serbian, have them work together to see what the nationalities in Kosovo, see who lives where, split Kosovo, Serbian parts go to Serbia, Albanian parts go to Albania. It's that fucking simple. Yet you have to make it such a huge deal.
Well, I think
After you deal with Kosovo, you go to Fyrom and you see, Albanian part of Fyrom goes to Albania, Greek part goes to Greece, Bulgarian part goes to Bulgaria.
Communist
The
Albania.
problem with Fyrom is like
But communist
they have like a national identity, while in Kosovo they don't.
Yeah, but communist Albania and Greece tried to do that in 1927 too, and that didn't work out well.
I think I have quite the same opinion. I have the same opinion as. I think I have the same opinion as Ponting in this case. I would make that after the ethnic lines is possible.
Oh my God, Albania's finally became serious. Okay, how was the Italian army during World War II in your opinion? I think it depends, like what the Italian army
suck balls.
In the Navy was much more okay. Jokes aside, that the Navy was much more prepared for the war. The Air Force and the military was not. I mean, the soldiers were really, the soldiers were really brave, but it was just that they didn't have the equipment or the leadership to win the war.
Yeah, they were really brave, those Italian soldiers.
Oh my God,
really brave. Retreating from Greece into Albania.
Oh, Alamein.
I wonder who was brave, the Greeks or the Italians.
Yeah, I would like to see the Greeks fucking fighting to the death into this one. There's no war person left alive.
The moment when you realize that Italy has 2 aircraft carriers and Great Britain and France have 1.
I know. By the way,
where do you find the money for aircraft carriers?
I don't know how
they will stay on this channel.
Well, they bought the aircraft carrier before the crisis when they actually were rich. Anyway, I never came out of
in on my level, I was in a crisis and I bought a submarine. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how good I am.
That's really
I was
smart.
in a crisis and I bought a submarine.
That's really smart. Anyway, in Jarabubara, for some city in Libya, when the Italians were encircled by British and the Commonwealth troops, there was no escape. The Italians fought until every one of them died.
Well, they didn't have much choice, did they?
Yeah, but they could have surrendered.
They were not friends. If they were, they would.
They could have surrendered immediately and just,
Yeah, but they're not friends, they're Italians.
What do you mean they're not friends?
They're not friends, they're Italians.
I don't get it, but anyway. In Alamein... I don't get it, anyway, in Alamein, well, the Germans retreated, the Italians fought off the British in 72 hours, and literally at one point were just using their hands and anti-tank mines to fight them off. Wait, land submarines and push them towards.
Did they win?
There is another question.
Erwin Rommel told the Italians, they didn't win, but they accomplished their mission. Erwin Rommel told them to hold off for 24 hours, and they hold off for 72 hours.
Should the monarchy be restored in Serbia? We don't have someone from Serbia here, because I have no idea about Serbian politics, besides the Kosovo thing.
Serbia is in a pretty precarious situation. Last I remember, a lot of corruption amongst the parliament. A king would be nice though. I'm all for a king, but still, keep it a democracy.
Oh, Slavic, that was a mistake. Okay, if they say yes, that you are removed from mod, I will remove you from mod.
Remove Slavic from mod.
Yeah, remove him, please.
Red.
Right, guys, I don't think there are more serious questions right now.
Just give it another minute.
Yeah, let's give it another minute.
Like always.
Alright, I'm counting. 1.
No, please don't.
No,
please
just
don't.
stop, please.
Please. Okay.
When do you think the US or the US or its currency will collapse?
I mean,
might. Kind of unlikely.
Should Romania unite with Moldova? Definitely.
Yes.
I support all these unifications of minor states. Like
also,
I support like unification of Macedonia and Bulgaria or splitting it. Right? Yes, I know. I said split it, and I support also. I would
No,
also support.
not you can give it all to Bulgaria. Just don't call it by that.
Wait, hold on. Let them finish.
Okay, I support this. I support this also with Germany and Austria. I support this
there
with
we
Serbia
go.
and Montenegro.
Like,
You know-
Imperial is a step in a second Anschluss.
Guys, I think we should also give Hinterpommern and Ostpreußen back to
No,
Germany.
that makes no sense. There are literally
If we
no
get this
Germans
unfortunate, we
living
will have turmoil
Remove
not
the
only
Poles.
because
Remove the Poles. We did it before, we can do it again.
Oh my god.
there is a really big minority of
A lot of
Poles
Poles
in
hate me right
Germany.
now. A lot of Poles hate
It
me.
makes
right
no sense to reclaim these areas because literally there is maybe at some regions some Germans are living, but it makes no
now.
sense.
Yeah, but Germany looks much better than Germany looks ugly now.
Also, Danish populists don't recognize the border with Germany.
Yes, that's funny. The Danish populists want to move the border back down to Hamburg. It's hilarious. I think I want to see them. I want to see how they are invading Germany. I really want to see how they want to do it.
Guys, the point is that it's not Denmark that needs Holstein, it's Germany that needs Schleswig.
It's there are some Germans living there, but it's not
Yeah,
the
but
majority.
with Holstein, everyone is a bit salty still there. There is a pro-Danish party which, by law, is required to be in the parliament, even if they are below the 5% line, which is required.
How many percent do we have?
7, I think, or something.
7? Oh, okay. Well, there are some Danes
The
living
last
there.
time I checked, and this was like in 2008
There
or
are
something.
some
Alright,
Danes
guys,
living
the
there,
Greeks
but
have
it's
to
the
go
same
now.
in
Guys.
southern Denmark. There are Germans
Guys.
living in southern Denmark.
Hey, Fax,
Yes.
the Greek has to go. I bid you farewell.
Alright, well, see ya
Keep
then.
it up.
I think
Turks,
we should end it right now.
Turks
Well,
burn in hell. Greeks,
No.
be stupid. Please don't unsub Imperial.
Okay, Colonists, just go.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye.
we will
Love
end the
me.
stream then. Right. I
Kill
think we
Hitler.
Yeah, let's end the stream here.
okay then.
Okay. One thing still, the Danish party in Schleswig-Holstein have 3 seats.
Lol. Okay.
Okay.
I think okay. Everyone who was here this evening, thank you for watching. It was. I hope it was not that chaotic like last time. It was hell, but this one I think it was okay. I might do this more often. Well, okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining this stream.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.